What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button down, let's talk about it. Today, we're going to talk about altcoins expiration. Do altcoins have an expiration date? Is that date here? Are we a couple of months away from altcoins expiring? That is a very valid question. We have so many altcoins out there that seem like they may not wake up. You have some altcoins out there seem like they may have a little bit of a recovery by the time the end of the cycle, the end of this year, 2025. But we're going to talk about some of the altcoins that I've been taking a look at, and it is time to make a decision on some of these altcoins. Altcoin fatigue is a real thing. People are tired, people are exhausted, people are fed up because the expectations were pretty high. 2020-2021 cycle set the expectations up pretty high. The cycle before that set the expectations up pretty high. We have not met those expectations of the previous cycle. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of the altcoins that I am and have been taking a look at. But before we go ahead and get into that, let me go ahead and get this out the way. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any crypto. This video is strictly for educational and entertainment purposes only. Before investing into anything, please consult with a professional financial advisor. So you take a look at Bitcoin today. Bitcoin is just below $115,000. We're at $114,900. Excellent level for Bitcoin. Yesterday, Bitcoin did touch $116,000. So Bitcoin, we're not worried about Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin is strong, has been strong, and been one of the most strongest. Do you call it an altcoin? Probably not. So Bitcoin is kind of in its own separate category. It has been doing well. We have no problem, no issues with Bitcoin. Altcoins are one of the things that we have been having issues with as far as not quite meeting our expectations. Take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. It's starting to go down just a little bit. We're at 59.17%. Fear and greed index is going up a little bit. So each day we've been seeing the fear and greed index tick up, and that is an awesome sign. We know when the fear and greed index start to move up, that means that there are good things to come. The fear and greed index today is at 42. Yesterday, I think we may have been at 38 or 40 yesterday. Ethereum, still strong. I think old man Ether is going to be okay also. $4,153 for one Ethereum. We would like to see Ethereum a lot higher than that, but the fact that it's staying above the $4,000 range, I'll take that as for now. But we definitely need to see Ethereum start to pump and make some moves, because we know Ethereum will be carrying the altcoins. If altcoin season is to be had, old man Ether is going to have to wake up once again. We know old man Ether was asleep a few months ago, $1,500. He woke up, boom, hit $4,900, made a new all-time high finally. Old man Ether is going to have to wake up again and carry the whole load for altcoin season if we are to even have an altcoin season. Ethereum dominance 12.94%. I would love to see 18% Ethereum dominance. So those are kind of some of the things that I'm paying attention to. But altcoin expiration is a real thing. Will some of these altcoins expire? Have some of these altcoins already expired? You take a look at XRP. We know XRP is one of the most popular altcoins in the world. Everybody's been talking about XRP for years. Everybody say, you know what? Treat XRP kind of like it's Bitcoin. You want to get this XRP, you want to never sell. You want to hold on forever. Hold on for dear life is what they say about XRP. But what has XRP really been doing? Been holding stable for all this year. $2, between $2 and $3. $2.50, it's pretty much been at that range. Today, XRP is $2.62. Haven't really had a lot of movement this year. But you go back to last year, remember XRP? Everybody was saying it was a stable coin. It was holding at 50 cents to get to 60 cents, come back down to 49 cents. And what did it do? Boom, in quarter four, that joker did a 6X. Went from 50 cents to $3. So you kind of always got to keep things in perspective with certain coins as you pay attention to its characteristics. We know XRP is real popular. We know that XRP has potential to probably be one of the altcoins that do get a spot altcoin ETF. So we're going to pay attention to XRP. That's one of the coins that I think is going to be around as far as having an expiration date. I would keep XRP on my list to continue to ride and to continue to run up. XRP has the capability and potential, in my opinion, to really do great gains and multipliers compared to some of the other coins that are out there that don't really seem to have a place, that will be expiring like all the other altcoins tend to do. The altcoins from 2016, 2017, those coins expired. The altcoins from 2020, 2021, most of those altcoins have expired. And the altcoins from 2024, 2025 will have an expiration date. Take a look at Cardano, ADA. Cardano has been holding flat. Cardano has been stable, not really moving. 67 cents is the price of Cardano today. We know the all-time high was like $3 during the last cycle. What will Cardano do? Cardano is also listed to have a potential ETF with the altcoin ETFs that have been discussed. Cardano is one of those coins. What will Cardano do? Will it just continue to stay at this range? It's hyped up very well. Everybody's talking about Cardano, but it hasn't been moving. I've been making so much money with these DGen coins, these coins that people call SHIT coins. I've been making money in those coins. Do I keep my money in XRP? Do I keep my money in Cardano and not make money in some of these DGen coins? Well, it's a few different ways you can play it. I've been keeping my positions over there in XRP, over there in Cardano, but I've also, that dry powder that I got, I'm over there with them DGen coins. I'm making multipliers over there. So I'm a little bit diverse. I got my arms stretched over here in the Cardano lane and XRP, just keeping it there because at any particular time, these coins can explode. And then my dry powder, instead of adding it to XRP, instead of adding it to Cardano, I'm over here playing the DGen game, playing these new coins that just released 2 months ago, 3 months ago, running them up, buying low, selling high, getting up out of there, finding another coin that's starting, buying low, selling it high. This cycle is different. Like I said, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You got to learn how to skin the cat a few different ways this cycle. Last cycle, you just get into pretty much whatever coin and you were making money. This cycle, you really have to be a little bit more strategic. We're taking a look at Casper. Casper is still holding at 5 cents. Now, I like Casper. I think Casper has one of the best characteristics, which is that it is a store value coin, one of the only store value coins next to Bitcoin. But I think Casper is going to be a play for next cycle. Still got skin in the game at Casper. Going to hold my Casper, and at 5 cents, I think that's an excellent price target for Casper. Casper could do big things this cycle, but next cycle, I think Casper is going to be that coin that people need to pay attention to, and going to be looking back like, damn, that coin used to be 5 cents. The next coin, HBAR. HBAR is also another popular coin. It's at 17 cents right now. Haven't really been doing too much. We did see it kick up to maybe 30, 35 cents. There was a lot of hype around HBAR saying that it had partnerships with BlackRock and some of the other institutions, but we're not sure if that information is valid. When you're talking about these altcoins, you're looking at these different platforms, where it's Twitter, if it's Twitter or something else. A lot of these news release hypes are just rumors. When you Google and do your research on some of these coins, you're like, hey, I don't see this coin related to XYZ company. I don't see this coin saying that it's going to be used for XYZ. So a lot of times the narrative on Twitter and the narrative on these particular coin websites will tell you one thing, but when you dig into it and look into it, you debunk it. You say, nah, they playing around. They trying to hype this project up so we can buy into it. I'm going to push away from that coin. But HBAR, very popular coin, and we know popularity, large community is very important for the success of any coin. Important for the success of Bitcoin. Important for the success of Ethereum XYZ. Turbo. Turbo is another coin that we have been holding on to with dear life. 0.0025 right now for the price of one Turbo. Underperforming. Expectations have not nearly been met. A lot of hype around Turbo. Turbo community was starting to grow. It's still pretty solid. We know we saw Turbo scale up. We saw Turbo start as a baby, small cap coin, made a lot of money in Turbo. Saw Turbo gets listed on various cryptocurrency exchanges. Saw it get listed on crypto.com. We saw it get listed on Binance, and we saw it get listed on Coinbase. We were gung-ho for Turbo. I said, you know what? We ran Turbo all the way up to $0.015. I said, damn, Turbo could hit 10 cents. Turbo declined. They continued to decline. Even when Bitcoin and other altcoins were going up, Turbo was declining. That is a horrible characteristics of any coin. Do I still got skin in the game in Turbo? Yes, I do. Do I want to sell my Turbo? Yes, I do. But I know as soon as I sell it, this doggone thing will probably do a 5-10x. So I'm holding on to my Turbo coin because I think it got the visibility. It's listed on Coinbase, listed on Binance, crypto.com. So the visibility is there. The community is there. I think it just needs to get caught up in this altcoin season whirlwind that we are expecting. So I'm holding on to Turbo. But that's the importance of being diversified. Hear the birds outside. They said, Coach, why you ain't outside today? But that's the importance of being diversified. I could have skin in the game and take some risk in Turbo. But I still got my XRP. I still got some Bitcoin, some Ethereum. So if any of those things run, I'll be covered. If Turbo don't run, I know Bitcoin, Ethereum, and these other coins will run. So that's the importance of being diversified, trying to cover a few different lanes, a few different areas. They're also talking about ETF. With altcoin expiration being near, I think altcoins are going to expire at the end of this cycle. Some of the altcoins that probably will be good and sticking around are some of the altcoins that have potential to be listed or adopted as ETFs. You got Solana will probably be have an ETF approval. XRP more than likely will have an ETF approval. Cardano, there's a few coins. They even talked about Dogecoin, but who knows? It's possible. Wouldn't put anything past these large institutions and what they have planned and what they have set up. Whatever their heaviest positions are, they've already know what's going on. They've already placed their bets and placed positions on these coins that will have ETF approvals. These guys got the bird's eye view. They got the crystal ball. We don't have it. So we have to speculate. We have to dig and research and do our due diligence to uncover what will happen, trying to project which one of these coins have the best potential to be have ETFs. Solana, XRP, Cardano will probably get surprised. They'll probably slap some coin in there that nobody's talking about because they watch our videos. They watch, they understand what's going on in the cryptocurrency community. They've been watching us for years. That's why they've decided and been fighting to get into the cryptocurrency space. January 10th, 2024, they got approved. Now they are in our space. They have been navigating, turning this cycle inside and out. That's why this cycle is completely different. Typically, it was just the retail investors in cryptocurrency. Yeah, you had some large whales, XYZ, but oh man, this cycle, these guys have really infiltrated the cryptocurrency market. This cycle is flipped upside down and inside out, like Donna Ross said. But nevertheless, we are still standing on the 4-year cycle until it's broken. Not broken yet, it is just cracked. It's just moving a little bit different. So we're going to continue to hold on. We're going to continue to stand 10 toes down in these plays and let this thing play out. Once it play out, we'll be able to make a decision. We'll be able to grade ourselves. We'll say if we got a C, maybe get a D, hopefully get a B minus, something like that. The large institutions, they're going to get an A. they're going to make money like they've been making forever. The rich will continue to get rich. We just have to make sure that we are staying in position and staying in place so we can get some of the crumbs that they let trickle down. So just continue to pay attention to what's going on with the market. We know tomorrow FOMC meeting start. It will conclude on Wednesday. That is a great sign. That is something to look forward to. That is very bullish if we are to get interest rate cuts. So the market is doing well right now. We're seeing an uptrend, seeing a little bit of sideways, which is excellent. So I think we're moving in the right direction. The stock market is looking strong. The VIX is starting to stay flat at a low level, which is good for the overall market. So there's a lot of bullish things that is on the spectrum right now. We just got to hold on. We just got to continue to be patient and continue to stay strapped up, because who knows when the next volatility spurts will come. Keep your seatbelts on, keep your helmets on, stand 10 toes down, and we will be okay. So come on over there, join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great cryptocurrency community that loves to talk about crypto all day, every day. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I've got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.